by democratic, not bureaucratic accountability, directly involving local people in developing local policing strategies, providing a clear and visible link between the police and the public, and of course, giving communities the power to kick people out of office if things go wrong. Now, I know concerns that these elected individuals might result in the politicisation of the police force, or worse still, interfere with your operational independence. So I want to put your mind at rest. The truth is that constant interference by previous Home Secretaries has caused the real politicisation of policing. Locally elected individuals are a giant step in the right direction. And let me make it absolutely clear, these elected individuals will in no way undermine your operational independence. They will not manage their forces, and they will recognise that the only way of making a police force effective is by letting the professionals get on with it. So the duty and responsibility of managing a police force will fall squarely on the shoulders of its chief constable, as it always has done. The job of the elected individual is to ensure the policing needs of their communities are met as effectively as possible, bringing communities closer to the police, building confidence in the system, and restoring trust. But quite apart from these high-level changes, you will need to accept greater accountability too. Parents expect to be able to compare standards between schools in their area, patients between the performance of local hospitals, and residents should be able to do the same with local police forces. So we will give the public much more information about crime in their streets, with each neighbourhood having a detailed crime map of the crimes in their area. And with this information in hand, they'll then be allowed to challenge you and your performance in local beat meetings every month. So what's happening about the alleyway where people keep getting mugged? What are you doing about the spate of shoplifting that happens after school? Why are these crimes happening? What are you going to do about it? These reforms add up to a massive transfer of power from me, the Home Secretary, to the people. They will be in charge, and everyone from those directly elected individuals to chief constables to you on the street will have to answer to them in a big way. So this is the deal. More freedom to the police professionals, more power to the people. And if we do these things, I believe there will be one massive extra benefit. We all know there are tough times ahead, and I know that you're concerned about police officer numbers and pay. The country faces the worst budget deficit it's ever had. So the government's priority is to cut the budget deficit and get the economy moving again. And we need to be honest about what that means for us. The Home Office and the police will have to bear a fair share of the burden. As part of the coalition agreement, we will have a full review of the remuneration and conditions for of service for police officers and staff. My priority as Home Secretary is to help you to do your job. That means I will do all I can to make sure we maintain a strong police presence on our streets. And as Nick Herbert told you yesterday, we will honour the remainder of the 3-year pay deal negotiated by the last government. But we're going to have to deliver real value for money. And I can't do this without your help. A big part of the answer comes from finding the waste and cutting it out. I know how much the police is already doing through shared procurement, but we're going to need to do more. The scale of our country's deficit makes the challenge we face very severe indeed. And we've all got to pull together to get Britain back in the black. I will fight to ensure your voice is heard, but like other departments and organisations, we need to make sacrifices too. But the bigger argument I want to make is this. If we take on this deal I have outlined today, cutting bureaucracy and freeing you to do your job, pushing power down, giving people control over policing, we'll get new ideas, new ways of doing things, real innovation. We'll get better results, and we'll save money too. So there will be tough times ahead. The decisions will be difficult. But if we come together and embark on this change, we'll be able to look after the public, save money, and protect the resources that are key for you to do your job. I believe that under this new coalition government, we have a unique opportunity to effect real and lasting change. With a 5-year Parliament, we can get on with the job without the will he, won't he call the election sort of uncertainty and distractions that we've had for the last 3 years. Instead, the focus will be on bringing in good, sound legislation that has common sense and better governance at its essence, and not just a good news story. A constantly changing political landscape isn't good for the country, and I truly believe that this government will bring much-needed stability and focus, allowing us all to get on with making Britain a better, brighter and safer place. So let me end by saying this. We could go on as we are. We could go on with the paperwork, the diktats and the bureaucracy. We could go on with crime too high and public confidence too low. Or we could do things differently. If you want to get rid of interference from bureaucrats in Whitehall, if you want your judgment and discretion back, if you want to answer to the people you signed up to serve and protect, then come with me. And if you come with me, I will make this promise. I will always back you, I will always support you, and I will always fight for you. That's the deal I'm offering today. It offers radical change, real change. I hope you accept it. Then together, we can make sure that British policing remains the envy of the world. Thank you.
So, the new Home Secretary, Theresa May, introducing herself to the police at the Police Federation annual conference in Bournemouth today, making some promises.